साड़ी फिलासफी सिख की फिलासफी नहीं है, गुरु की फिलासफी है, गुरबाणी की फिलासफी है। गुरु ग्रंथ साहब से जिन्होंने भी गल दी है वो सारे गुरु ग्रंथ होते हैं, उन्होंने फिलासफी। सो पहला पॉइंट सिख थीज़म, सिख फिलासफी जो असं कहते हैं, असं ध्यान नहीं देते, असं तो एक बनाया अपना वर्ड सिख नॉन दे विच है, ठीक है, असं एग्जैक्टिव बना के विशेषण बना के वर्ड सिख और सिख दैट इज ए डिफरेंट। इन्होंने जो पॉइंट है आज इन्होंने जो दिखा है सिख थीज़म, सिख थीज़ शब्द होता है। मैं इससे की कहना चाहूँगा अंडरस्टैंड करते हो साढ़े सिख थीज़म को गुरु साहब की जरूरत होता है, गुरु साहब की फिलासफी, गुरु ग्रंथ साहब की फिलासफी, साढ़े सिखों की हिस्ट्री है। दूसरी गल पहला मैं पॉइंट आउट करते हैं, फिर मैं इस शब्द थीज़म के बहुत हो गया उस असल थीज़म थीयस ईश्वर शब्द होते हैं, थीज़म परमेश्वर, थीज़म ईश्वर के जिन्हें ये जरूरत है। मैं बंद कर
this session is not question to work, so that we can have our answer. We can have a separate session for your thesis.
ओके, मैं बिल्कुल भर के कोई मेरा क्वेश्चन होएगा, हमारा 2 मिनट देगा था जब ये देखिए तो थीज़म जो है थियस ईश्वर जिसे पैदा हुए हम ये ईश्वर या थियस गॉड जो शब्द है ये साडा सिख धर्म का मुढ़ले जो बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स हैं उन्होंने ये शब्द नहीं है। ये ईश्वर या गॉड मूल मंत्र के किते नहीं आउट। ईश्वर के बेस के उत्ते गॉड के बेस के उत्ते साडी सिख फिलासफी या गुरमत और ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ खड़ा नहीं कर सकते। मूल मंत्र के विच थियस है नहीं, ईश्वर नहीं, तेरे एट्रीब्यूट्स हैं तो बहुत सो पहले वो गलत चीज कहते हैं साढ़े गुरमत के गुरु ग्रंथ साहब के सिस्टम में सिख थीज़म कहना अजे तक तो स्वीकार नहीं होगा, ना इन प्रिंसिपल ते ना ये शब्द अजे बहुत स्वीकार। मैं भी कोई रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा साढ़े जी गुरु ग्रंथ साहब की फिलासफी या गुरबाणी फिलासफी वास्ते नवा शब्द कोइन या क्रिएट कर पुराने मोनोथीज़म या होर जिहड़े है बाकी इन्होंने भी लगते हैं उन्होंने साडा थॉट नहीं पेश किया जा सकता। इन्होंने दूसरी गल खास जी कि काल ते अकाल जगह में ट्रांसलेशन टाइम ते टाइम लेस शब्द इटर्नल शब्द नहीं बनते मेरा मतलब ये कहना कि टाइम ऑब्जेक्टिव इंडिपेंडेंट ontologically existing entity ਜਿਹੜੀ सिख फिलासफी या गुरमती फिलासफी अनुसार है। फिर कौन कि टाइम एक एंटिटी मेटाफिजिकल एंटिटी या ontological ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਾਂ एंटिटी का विजन इज इट ए विदाउट इन सिख फिलासफी नो। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ काल doesn't mean throughout the Guru Granth Sahib time, doesn't mean इसका अर्थ है ही नहीं काल का अर्थ time। हाँ period time period काल time it is not a time and time is not the entity according to philosophy but
this is the institute, we have a thing here, sir. Let everybody speak their mind, let us see everybody. If everybody gets this,
So then,
you only gain knowledge, yeah. If you only gain knowledge by hearing people. If you have the time, then you listen to it. If you don't have the time, then it's okay.
बेसिक विजिलेंस है ना मैं जो उन्होंने प्रिंसिस के जिसको अपना थॉट डेवलप या लेक्चर दिया है मेरे उन्होंने क्वेश्चंस हैं जेकर ऑडियंस में भी कहीं नहीं समझ सके बहुत वाली तभी वाली जरूर इसमें थैंक यू
प्रोफेसर जॉनसन Maggie, be very brief.
I will ask the learned speaker only 3 questions and no observations. First is about theism. She has mainly dwelt upon the Mool Mantra. That Sikh theism is rooted in Mool Mantra up to Guru Prasad. And your attention please. Is Sikh theism only rooted in Mool Mantra? In passing you also mentioned the Mudhavani Sat Santokh Vichar. To my mind, Mudhavani stands for a value system which might have evolved out of the part of the Mool Mantra. So when you define Sikh theism, does it stand for the conceptual, theoretical part of the divine identity alone, or does it combine both the divine conceptual identity as well as the value system? Kindly elaborate on this. Number 2, when you mention the word one, you say monotheism or mono is a stereotype, whereas Ikomkar is an experience. It is an anpa. Now when we feel this word as 6 anpa, the word that comes from our heart and soul is very rarely Ikomkar Satnam, it is Vaheguru. Is there any link between Vaheguru and Ikomkar and Satnam and the Mool Mantra?
Excellent question.
And will you please place this word Vaheguru, which is etched in the hearts and mind of the Sikhs? Number 3, you have in passing again referred that Kakars are rooted in the Guru Granth Sahib. Sikh Kakars are rooted in the Guru Granth Sahib. Now this modern generation asks particular questions to the teachers. She is a teacher, I have been a teacher, and those who are related with Kendriya Singh Sabha and others. Some students ask us, tell us, what is the theoretical basis of these Kakars? If we are able to establish this, I think we can stop apostasy to some extent. These are my 3 questions. Kindly give a clear, lucid, elaborate answer to these 3 questions. Thank you.
Well, you have to give 3 lectures, so I don't think we have time for that. So I have to come again and again and again. The third question I'm going to say, because I'm going to be giving a talk on that Punjab University, I think, day after, the connection between the Bani and Bani. So, I really do like your second question. What is the connection between Ikomkar and Bani? Pretty similar question. I really believe Ikomkar, Guru Mantra is, we have gone throughout the Guru Granth Sahib, but to me the Guru Granth Sahib is really kind of a committed analysis of the Guru Mantra itself. Sari ne jod ke Guru Mantra ch, baki wo elaboration. बिल्कुल करती है इको कार आपका कहते हैं सब नाम आ गया Bible can't कर रहा है because it acknowledges the beauty and wonder of this world. Bible, the beautiful world. Because we are seeing the, I think the Bible has been sort of the latent experience in my entire text. Oh, but question number 1 now join with that because I said theism is not a concept here. Truth is higher than Ikonkar Satnam. There is one being, truth is its name. Guru Nanak Dev Ji clearly lays it out in the Bhagavad. But soon after, when the Pauliyan shuru hoti hai, truth is higher than everything, but higher still is true living. So once again, everything comes on the experience itself. So how do we experience that one? One being is. Immediately nikal that. What? Beautiful, wonder. This is wonder. This is the wonder of our Creator. As you proof we are experiencing is. It's quite it's a spontaneous thing. We don't need anybody telling us that that's the immediate. So I think your question is a beautiful one, and there is a real link between Ikonkar. Once we really kind of cognitively perceive that one, how do we react? It's a reflex. Psychologically, a reflex. Oh, apa soch rahe hain? Oh, one. Mujhe nahi pata. Guru Nanak Dev Ji ne kei liya tha hai Google Savitri. It's kind of it's an experience being expressed. Read the question, Siga. So what to translate? Does that help? I mean, it's a very close connection. But a question, I really like it, and I fully believe in it, that there's a very close nexus between Ikonkar and Bible. Ikonkar is kind of recognizing it, how do we receive it through the Guru, and then once we receive it, what do we say? Through that. So, what a question, Siga, we can't, how do we go beyond these stereotypes, monotheism and so forth. So that's why my translation of Ikonkar would be one being is being, B-E-I-N-G. Being, again, it's not a concept, it becomes more like a verb, it's a dynamic verb, I-N-G kind of expands, keeps the infinite. I like the words one infinite. For the translation of the divine. Sikhism, if I were to kind of define it in one word, would be the infinite one. There we go. Now, when Jagari Krishna should have behavior, we have tried to
Yes, there are a number of writers and Sikh thinkers. The one thing is crossed my mind, scaling on from hierarchy, random property between creator and maker. The question is what is translation? It's a word that we use a lot.
Sorry?
What is the meaning of translation?
What's the meaning of translation? Very good. Translate, to go from one to the other. Transfer, so going from one word to the other, I would say. So this is...
The reason why I bring that up is that translation for some reason always means to get the meaning of. To translate something from Punjabi to English, from Sanskrit to G, whatever. It's like Heda to Pa.
Yes, in a way, so what you're saying is that translation also includes interpretation. Yes, one has to understand the text. But I've been doing a lot of it. But my problem is that most translators find Punjabi or Gurmukhi low and English superior. I mean, this is after all his master's voice, all those records and so forth. So they kind of try to fit the Punjabi into that mold. My point is that we need to see these two languages as parallel. और जब आप एक छुट्टी बोली जब सच्ची रखो ना ऐ पंजाबी है ऐ अंग्रेजी है पढ़ी जो गुना लो. There's something about humanity. There's something about languages. There's an affinity amongst languages. बड़ी खूबसूरत होगी translation. Immediately होता है. There is the translator is also some kind of an artist and a creator. I really mean it. So translation is not really this mechanical of translation, but you really have to respect both traditions. And that's why I feel, I never did translation. I did not go to a Punjabi school. It was all English medium schools. After the 10th, I went to America. So all my education has been in English. Where did I have my love for Punjabi? Sitting in America. There कोई बोलने वाला नहीं सीखा। उतो पे मैं आना, यानी कि उन्होंने पढ़ना, पंजाबी यूनिवर्सिटी जाकर मिलना करना। उतो कर करके क्योंकि I was तरसी दसी। Even I love English too, and it's not Shakespeare's English or biblical English, but the everyday spoken language. I love English language. So I love Punjabi, I love English, and when you put the two, like when you see them as, when you respect the two, there is something really magical that happens. And you should get out of it. Oh, I understand it. You just say, okay, this is. As you love Simran by you see what I put out translated Cosmic Symphony, Unansari, Bendy Poetry, the last one. Oh, we said that I will go again. Please do look at it. Okay, there are these people's poems very difficult to translate by you saying, अच्छा वो नंबर नहीं होता है, कोहे कब तक कैसा? जे तुसी उधर छुपा दे, अंग्रेजी छुपा दे, between B and E and E and D, what difference can there be? I know it's poetic, but thous and these make it so archaic. It takes it to another level. When the Guru, it's very close. So we really have to know the two languages very clearly, and we have to give up. We have to understand the original, of course. We have to understand the other language as well. And I think genuinely start translating. कि देखो नहीं करना कि मेरा लफ्ज़ सीखे जाए, but उसी दोनों language को रखे रखिए.
So which word, which term do you think you favor use of? Interpretation or
Translate. Yes, not interpret, because interpreting, the interpreter comes in between. So not interpret, no. Translation is just going from here to there. I go from here to there.
Interpreting is a rationalization.
वो मैं कहना मैं अमृतसर बोलना की लेक्चर है परसों किसी आओ
You can send us the paper through email.
I'm just an engineer, not that academician and a politician. So my question, 30 seconds. Question A, and I think what really I like about your lecture is the inspiration part of it. And truly, with all the discussion, the line comes to my mind, Sid Smart Kare Chakra Dulu Chakra, Antar Jot Savat Mudaya, Sadhu Chakra. I think we can discuss all that with split hairs. But Gyan Katha Sat, we cut the bath Kare, we cut the head of the business of the Mutra. You know, the Jata, they can cut the what you did is fantastic. I felt inspired. That's all I can say. And you reach us, you inspire us, move us towards really doing it and then feeling it. For that, thank you very much.
Can I make one point? The first point is the Gurbani is a divine revelation. Words at best are a limited symbolic expression or the mystical spiritual experience. So those words, Shabad has its own limitation. Absolute Shabad doesn't have it. So translation is another language, unless it is inspired or inspirational, experience expressed, it won't carry the same meaning. So that's a difficulty in translating the word. Second, what your concept of time is excellent. And to understand this, we have to understand Dasamgranth more, where time as meter is used to convey an experience from slow movement in Jatra to an ultimate union in the last chunks. So that again is a best attempt to convey. You see, because what the Gurus are conveying is an experience to the limitation of the language. So we have to understand that.
बाकी गल जी तुसी कीती है कि अनुभव की गल है which is I think everybody out there who is involved with Sikhism knows that it is an experience which is I don't think anybody has a second opinion. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ about translation and what everybody is trying to do, I think the only thing we can do is because ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬਾਣੀ ਅਥਾਹ ਹੈ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਲੂਮ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਿਆਨ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਣਾ what we can all do is that we can, for example, like he says, whether we should say maker or creator. As a Sikh body, if you want to bring this to the world, we should be able to tell our scholars and all who are doing their bit in propagating Sikhism around. Okay, let us say that we as a body decide that creator is a better word to use than maker, for example. It should be used by everybody, because then you know what happens is the right spirit of Sikhism to its extent, like Shastra Singh says, nobody can decipher the Vani totally. So, but at least जिन्नी साढ़े सोच समझ गुरु ने दी है, we should be able to have a benchmark कि below this मूल जड़ा है उधर भी आपका कुछ छेड़खानी नहीं हो सकती. But उसके बाद whoever experiences जड़ा experience है वो बयान करी जाए. मूल जो होता है there should be absolute unanimity. That उधर there can be no deciphering कि मैं मेरे साथ ना देता है ना. मूल है तो मूल है. ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਾਣ ਕਰੇ.
Oh my God! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's my father. That's my God. Thank you. That's my chapter. That's my God. That's my God. I know. It's precious. Precious. Excellent. Very nice. Thank you.
I have one small request. Now that it's over. Dr. Shabir, we want the patient also.
The person, please give your
sanctioned by the courts. Practically, entire Sikh history has been surveyed. And questions are of different type, and the discussion is also on various points. Maybe on a call or will not be on a call what to take. The discussion ended on art of translation. I will start from art of translation. Art translation is very, very important. We must understand the language of the culture of the language which is to be translated. We have to translate the book. We must understand the culture of it, the way, the entire idea, the whole concept. We have to understand in order to keep the translation intact. Translation is a difficult job because we have to translate one culture to another. Another culture may not have both equal words. We have to find words, sometimes 2 or 3 words, sometimes sentences are used to explain what. So that's entirely important, very different. We should not do it more without this. With regard to the Misakis, they are very important. Western scholars always look down upon like of the teacher. And Misakis reflect the philosophy of citizenship.